Hello, good morning all. Pratibha College of Commerce and Computer Studies organizes a course on recent trends in IT. In this course, various advanced topics in information technology will be covered, like artificial intelligence, big data, MongoDB, Python, R programming, IoT, Scala, and many more that everyone should be aware of this all the recent trends. What are the going on in the current market? So, I, Professor Charushila Patil from Computer Science Department, introducing you the course that is Artificial Intelligence. So, let's go through the tour of the Artificial Intelligence. So, this is our introducing slide that is the Spark activity in 2020-21, recent trends in IT, artificial intelligence. So now let's start to introduce the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, this is combination of two words, artificial and intelligence. Artificial means what? Non-living things that is made by the human being. That is not having its intelligence power, and that is artificial means it is a man-made things that is artificial, and intelligence that exhibit the different properties like logical reasoning, perception, learning. So these are the different properties that should be exhibit in the intelligence. So when we combine these two things, that time it becomes the artificial intelligence. So what are the man created things like the machines that is artificial, and we are making that machines as a intelligent. So it is the artificial intelligence. So now let's move forward. The objective of this course is to understand basics of artificial intelligence, to understand various fields, problem solving techniques related to AI, to understand the numerous applications and huge possibilities in the field of AI that goes beyond the normal human imagination. So these are the objective that every student should understand this all things. What is AI? What is artificial intelligence? What is the need of this field? What are the different problem solving techniques in the real world problem? How we can solve that real world problem by the machine? And the outcome, student will understand all the basics of artificial intelligence. Students will understand the related field applications of artificial intelligence. Student will understand the opportunities related to artificial intelligence. This is the outcome that all students should learn this all things. Topics to be covered. The first one is the introduction. Second, what is AI? History, types of AI and related fields, AI problems and techniques, and the last, application. So this topic should be covered in this artificial intelligence course. And again, the last slide, we will discuss one real life problem. And with that, end this course. So let's move towards the introduction. So artificial intelligence, as we discussed, artificial intelligence means what? Artificial is a machine that is a made by human being. That is artificial, and intelligence that exhibits the reasoning, learning, perception, problem solving, linguistic intelligence. These are different behavior of human being. So we are making the machines as a human. That is the artificial intelligence. The power of a machine to copy intelligent human behavior. That is the artificial intelligence. As the pictures also shows that these are different machines that we are seeing in our daily life. These machines, robots, industrial robots, and all this. So the proper definition of AI is what? AI is a branch of computer science concerned with the study and creation of computer system that exhibits some form of intelligence. So we have to make the machines such that it has some form of intelligence. That is the artificial intelligence. Now next comes to the history of AI. When the AI is developed, when it comes into the picture. So it started from 1943, evolution of artificial neurons. So the scientists think over the artificial neuron that like the human brain is there and we can develop the artificial brain. So evolution start from 1943. Then in 1950, Alan Turing, scientist, developed the Turing machine, which have the, some logical reasoning capabilities. Then, but actual birth of AI is in 1956. At the Dartmouth conference, Sir John M.C. Corthy introduced the term artificial intelligence. He was given demonstration of first running artificial intelligence program. So there is always one question is asked that who is the father of AI? So the answer is Sir John M.C. Carthy. That is the father of AI, artificial intelligence, who introduces this term. So MCQ may be asked on this that who is the father of AI. Then next after in 1966, first chatbot Eliza is developed. Then first intelligent robot Wabot is developed in 1972. So likewise, the development is going on. In 1980, expert system is developed. The expert system have some expert level task. Then in 2012, IBM's Watson wins a quiz shows. This Watson is IBM's Watson is a supercomputer. So that is also the one of the evolution of artificial intelligence. Then in 2012 to up to the now, Google is doing the research in the artificial intelligence field. Develop the different robots, like we can say that the Google Assistant is example, then Series, Alexa, Amazon Echo, Amazon Echo. These are different examples of artificial intelligence, and the evolution is going on currently. So this is the history of AI. Then next part comes, that is the types of artificial intelligence. So now we learn what is the artificial intelligence. So then next part is what are the types of artificial intelligence. So there are the main two types of artificial intelligence, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is based on the capabilities of the machine, which capabilities we have to provide to that particular machine. And type 2 based on the functionalities, which functionality should be possessed by that machine. So the first type 1 that have the different categories like narrow AI, general AI, strong AI, and type 2 have the different types like reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, self-awareness. So now we will see one by one these types. So narrow AI. So now currently we are working on narrow AI. These are the dedicated for one task. Also it is known as the weak AI, because what it is only work for on a particular task. It is a type of AI is able to perform a dedicated task with intelligence. The most common and currently available AI is a narrow AI in the world of artificial intelligence. Narrow AI cannot perform beyond its field or limitations, as it is only trained for one specific task. Hence, it is also termed as weak AI. Narrow AI can fall in unpredictable ways if it goes beyond its limit. Apple series is a good example of narrow AI. Then again, IBM's Watson supercomputer is means any robots or any system that we are seeing nowadays, that is the that belongs to the narrow AI. Then again, the game playing like chess, purchasing suggestions on e-commerce sites, self-driving cars, speech recognition, image recognition. These are the branches that are under the narrow AI. That is the development that have the dedicated for one task only. The next type is a general AI. So general AI performs like a human. General AI is a type of intelligence which could perform any intellectual task with efficiency like a human. The idea behind the general AI is to make such a system which could be smarter and think like a human by its own. Currently, there is no such system exists which could come under general AI and can perform any task as perfect as human. The worldwide researchers are now focused on developing machines with general AI. This is like a hypothetical task, as systems with general AI are still under research, and it will take lots of efforts and time to develop such system. That is a general AI. So here we replace the human being in general AI. The next category is the super AI, intelligent than human. Super AI is a level of intelligence of systems at which machines could surpass the human intelligence and can perform any task better than human with the cognitive properties. It is an outcome of general AI, but now general AI is not possible, so it is again the far away super AI. Super AI is still a hypothetical concept of artificial intelligence. Development of such system in real is still world challenging task. So it is a challenging task. It may be take the century to develop the super AI because now we are working on the narrow AI and again the big task is the general AI and outcome of general AI is a super AI. So it is a far away that maybe our next generation may work on this super AI. So these are the category type 1 categories. Now we will discuss uh, the type 2 categories, which are based on the functionalities. The first is the reactive machines. So purely reactive machines are the most basic types of artificial intelligence. Such AI systems do not store memories or past experience for future action. These machines only focus on current scenario and react on it as per possible best action. So reactive machines means what here? It only live in presence, we can say that. That is a reactive. It doesn't remember the past actions. IBM's Deep Blue system is an example of reactive machines. Again, the Google's AlphaGo is also one of the example of reactive machines. Then second category is the limited memory. So limited memory machines can store past experiences of, or some data for a short period of time, like the Amir Khan in Ghajni movie, who remember only the short time period of data of the things. So these machines can use stored data for a limited time period only. Self-driving car are one of the best example of limited memory system. These cars can store recent speed of nearby cars, the distance of other cars, speed limit and other information to navigate the road. So this is the limited memory. The next category is the theory of mind. The theory of mind should understand the human emotions, people beliefs and be able to interact socially like humans. So this is also one of the hypothetical tasks that this type of AI machines are not still developed, but researchers are making lots of efforts to develop this type of improvement or developing this AI machines. Then next is the self-awareness. Again, it is the outcome of theory of mind. So it is the future of artificial intelligence. These machines will be super intelligent and will have their own consciousness, sentiments, and self-awareness. These machines will be smarter than human mind. Self-awareness, AI does not exist in reality. Still, it is a hypothetical concept. So these are the different types of artificial intelligence. I hope everyone understand this type 1 and type 2. Narrow AI, general AI, strong AI, reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind and self-awareness. Now we move forward. That is the AI and related fields. So robotics, the first field is the robotics. So robotics is a branch of AI. Robotics is considered as a separate interdisciplinary field which combines concept and technologies from AI. It has a different fields involved like electrical, mechanical and optical engineering, where the example is the industrial robot developed. These robots can see and move around and perform mechanical tasks and understand human speech. This is one of the field. The next one is the cognitive science. So cognitive science are the science which studies how the mind separates, how we behave and how our brain processes information. Language is an important part of the human intelligence. That is, they deal with the behavior of the human beings. The next one is the neuroscience. So neuroscience is our brain, it deals with the brain, are made up of billions of neurons. Each are connected to hundreds or thousands of other neurons and it is simply a processing device. So likewise, the here neuroscience that is based on the human brain. The working of this field is on the human brain. and it tried to build the artificial neural network for the same. The examples are brain modeling, time series prediction, and classification. The next is a speak recognition. So it is a translation of spoken words into text. It is also known as automatic speech recognition, computer speech recognition, and some speech recognition systems use speaker independent speech recognition. The example is the Google Assistant. The next one is a language processing, natural language processing. So natural language processing allows a user to communicate with computer in user's natural language. The computer can both understand and respond to commands given in natural language. Like for example, the Alexa robot. So we are giving the commands to Alexa, and according to that command, Alexa will provide the solution to us. So that is the this example of natural language processing. Again, the keyword analysis is also the example. The next is the planning. So planning refers to the process of choosing, computing the correct sequence of steps to solve the given problem. We can define states in some formal language such as predicate logic, series, or rules. A plan can then be seen as a sequence of operations then transform the initial state into the goal state. So to solve any real life problem, we must have the plan that comes under this field. Then next is the machine learning. So machine learning is a subfield of computer science that involves from the study of pattern recognition and computational learning theory in AI. So in machine learning, there are lots of algorithms are included that work on the different data for making the predictions, decision making, outcomes. That is the outputs of the machine learning. The next is the computer vision. So computer vision deals with the image recognition. So like in the medical field, there are the different images are there, like the MRI image, then X-rays are there. So from these images, the machine should understand, should interpret some data from that images. That is the field comes under the computer vision. Again, examples are event detection, video tracking, object recognition, motion estimation, image restoration. These are the examples of computer vision. Then next field comes, that is the evolutionary computation. So evolutionary computation, it deals with the genetic algorithms. It's a search heuristic that mimics the process of natural selection. So this is the advanced topic in artificial intelligence field, that is the genetic algorithms. So these are the different fields related to the artificial intelligence. Now next part comes, that is the AI technique. So to solve any problem in the real world, we require some technique. So AI problems are what? That are our daily routine problems. So if you want to solve any problem, then we require some technique to solve the particular problem. So in the AI, there are these three main important techniques are involved. That is the search, use of knowledge, and abstraction. So search, as the name indicate, provides a way of solving problems for which no more direct approach is available, as well as framework into which any direct technique that can be available can be embedded. So search means what? If you want to search something, if you want to solve the problem, then we are searching the different ways to solve that problem. Like for example, if you want to go from Mumbai to Pune, that time nowadays Google Map is available. So we are finding the optimum path. We are finding the shortest route to go from one place to another place. So we are applying the search technique there. So this is a best example. Then use of knowledge. So knowledge means what here again? It comes from the information, and information comes from the data. The data is a raw collection. When we process the data, then it becomes the information, and from the information we understand some concept, that is the knowledge. So whenever you want to solve the problem, any problem, then you have to must have the proper knowledge about that problem, how to solve that particular problem. The next one is the abstraction. So abstraction provides a way of separating important features and variation from the many unimportant ones that would otherwise overwhelm any process. So abstraction means what? Only showing the important ones and then hiding the unimportant ones. Like suppose if you visit to the bank, that time only your account details you can see, but we cannot see all the details. So here in the abstraction, this is the example of abstraction that we cannot see the details of account of all the customers. Means only the important features are shown to us, unimportant are hiding from us. These three techniques are mainly used for solving any real life problem, AI problems. Sorry. The next task is the task domains of AI. So task domains, again, it is categorized according to the level of intelligence required for the machine. So the first is a mundane task. Mundane tasks include the perception, it have the vision and speech recognition, the natural language processing, that include the understanding, generation, translation, then next common sense reasoning. This is a mundane task that should the every machine should exhibit. The next one is the formal task. Formal task includes games, game playing, so chess, checkers, go. It is some complex task because it requires a lots of thinking power there. Then mathematics, geometry, logic, integral calculus. So these are the mathematics tasks. Means here we are to again require some more computation power. And then next comes that is the expert task. So expert tasks have the some more expert level, means more intelligence is required. It is a complex level task. So here design, fault finding, scientific analysis, medical diagnosis, field financial analysis. So these are the expert tasks where the expert level of knowledge is required and expert level of working is required. So mostly again in the military field, this the application of expert system is there. Expert task. So these are the task domains of AI. I hope everyone understood this. The next one is the applications of AI. So depending on the different related field and the task, there are the different applications of AI is there. Nowadays, in every field, there is applications of AI is there. So some listed are here, the expert system. So there are some applications which integrate machine, software and special information to impart reasoning and advising. The examples are flight tracking system, clinical systems, that are the expert, means medical diagnosis. So if you want to find a solution on corona, so that for that also the expert system is required because this is very complex task. Then second is the speech recognition. Some intelligent systems are capable of hearing and comprehending the language in terms of sentences and their meanings while a human talks to it. It can handle different accents, slang, word, noise in the background, change in human noise due to code. So this is again the one of the tasks or application in this field. Also the lots of research is going on. That is the speech recognition. The next one is the natural language processing. So it is possible to interact with the computer that understand natural language spoken by human. And this is the best example nowadays we are using, that is the Google or Siri, Facebook, Skype, Google Assistant. These are the examples of natural language processing. They understood what are the human beings speak and work on that. Alexa. The next one is the intelligent robots. So robots are the able to perform the task given by the human. They have sensors to detect physical data from the real world as light, heat, temperature, movement, sound, bump and pressure. The best examples are the industrial robots. Again, we have seen the different movies that are based on the robotics field. So that are the different that applications of AI, intelligent robots. Like we are seeing the Ravan movie. In that also the robot means robot is intelligence is given defined there. Then neural network. So neural network, also called artificial neural network, are a variety of deep learning technology which also falls under the umbrella of artificial intelligence. Commercial applications of this technology generally focus on solving complex signal processing or pattern recognition problems. Then last one is the gaming. Again, there are the many more applications are there, but I have listed here some few. AI plays crucial role in strategic games such as chess, poker, tic-tac-toe, solving puzzles, where machine can think of large number of possible positions based on the heuristic knowledge. So these are the applications of artificial intelligence. Again, there are the many more applications are there. Then the next part comes into picture, that is the AI problem solving steps. So whenever you want to solve any problem, first of all, we are, in our mind we think about how to solve this problem. What are the steps we have to follow? So in real life also we have to think about the different problem solving steps. So here I listed some of the steps. So first is what? Define the problem accurately. Whenever any task is given to you, then that time we have to must focus on the first define that problem accurately, that what we have to solve, what is the need of this particular problem. So define the problem accurately. The second one is analyze the problem. So analyze the problem. We have to must make the analysis of that problem, that what is the need of that problem, what steps can be required for that solving the problem. Then isolate and represent the task knowledge that is necessary to solve the problem. So here again we have to must focus on the what knowledge should be required to solve this particular problem. And lastly, choose the best problem solving technique and apply on particular problem. So here last, after getting the acquired knowledge for that particular system, then lastly we have to choose the best problem solving techniques and apply on a particular problem. So then after getting all the knowledge, all the analysis of that problem, we can choose the best problem solving technique. Any technique from the like search, use of knowledge or abstraction, we can choose any best problem solving technique and solve that particular problem. So these are the four steps, important steps for solving any problem. Then see the one example. Now we have discussed the different problem solving techniques as well as the steps for solving the problem. So now it comes to see the real life example. So in this slide, I will show you the real life example of Waterjet problem. This is one of the famous problem in artificial intelligence on in our real life. So that what is then this problem? So in this problem we have the two jugs. One is having the 3-liter capacity and one is having the 4-liter capacity. And again the one interesting thing is that there is no measuring mark is available on these jugs. Only we have to use that two jugs only. And what is our task then? What is the agent task here? To fill the 4-gallon jug with 2 gallon of water by using only these two jugs. And there is no material available here. No other means what? Water is available, but no other measuring mark is available. No third jug is available. So this is the problem. And initially both our jugs are empty. So this is the initial condition. So whenever any of this such type of problems is given to you, that time you have to think first that three things. You have to first focus on the three things. What is the initial condition? What are the rules are required for the solving this problem? And third is what should be the outcome? What should be the goal of this particular problem? So we have to think on these three things when you want to solve any problem. So the first, that is the initial condition is given is that we have to, these both jugs are empty. Suppose if I consider X for the 4-gallon and Y for the 3-gallon, that time our initial condition is 0, 0. Means what? Both jugs are empty. And what is our final condition? That 4-gallon should have the 2-liter water. That is 2, 0 is our final condition. So let's see the rules for this. So always when you have any real life problem, you have to must specify the rules. And rules are what? That are the actions, different actions taken by the, now at this moment we are considering the actions taken by the human being. So we are making the rules according to the human actions.